Christmas will never be the same.
Twerk the center, twerk the center, twerk the center, and his little elf crew. Twerk the center, twerk the center, twerk the center, and his reindeer too. Twerk the center, twerk the center, twerk the center. You know what to do. Twerk the center, twerk the center, twerk the center. Just twerk the center.
Twerking is the center, gotta twerk it like this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of WillOnAWhim. It's wash day. Yeah, but more importantly, it's Vlogmas Day 11. Okay. Look at us. Look at us here on Vlogmas Day 11. And we are finally free of the shackles of that apartment. So in the last video, I had just gotten back from a 55-hour road trip across the country.
I'm driving. Everybody clear the road.
So like anybody, I would be hella tired. So I parked my car, beep beep. I went back into my apartment with my head down. I couldn't even make it to the bed. I was so tired. So I fell asleep on the sofa. 2 hours later, I heard something just outside of my apartment. It was like screaming. I was like, what's going on? And then I made it out. I started to make out the sounds. It was like 3 girls screaming, drunk. There was a loud clang. The girls ran away laughing. The door next to me, the alarm went off. Please back away from the premises. You are being surveilled in my apartment. So I was like, ooh, let me just go to bed. Let me go downstairs. Girl, I get right into bed. I'm so tired. And then I hear, bro, what the hell? The fire alarm went off for the whole building. I don't know what happened. There didn't really end up being any kind of fire, but everybody had to exit their units and go outside. I sat in my car. 2:30 in the morning, I'm so tired. I was so done. The fire department came, they could barely get into the apartment complex, but once they did, they turned the alarm off. I went back to sleep. And that's when I got to work. This was already an emergency, but it felt like even more urgent. I sold some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, recovering emotionally from that, and moved the rest of my stuff into storage. Now I have one night rather, in between my lease ending and my Airbnb starting, because I got an Airbnb in Philadelphia so that I had a place to stay. I could have booked my Airbnb on the day that I moved out, but I don't know why it was too much going on. I didn't think of that. And I couldn't change the reservation. So there was like one day where I just had no place to stay. So I drove up to New York. I'm here, girl, to stay in a hotel. I was gonna sleep in my car, but I needed a bed. I needed a good night's rest. I haven't done it in a while. Just like kick my shoes off at the edge of the bed and just go to sleep. And everything in Philly was just way too expensive. So I drove all the way up to New York and I had a day to myself in New York, and it was so healing. It was so good, and that's what this video is today. So where we're jumping back in is I had just slept in the hotel, and today we're just gonna be leaving and having fun in New York. That guy just caught a ride on a horse.
What?
He just got off the horse and was like, thanks for the ride. What the hell? Anyway, I'm here. I need to find food like immediately. And this is like truly the bane of my existence. Honestly, I should just go in here and eat at this little bodega. You know, if you go to a place to sit down, you're gonna pay $15 for a burger. $15, I'm exhausted, but I probably should just do that, huh? But I'm in Hell's Kitchen, like no pun intended, baby. Hell's Kitchen, I can't find no food. That's exactly what Hell's Kitchen would be, no food, nothing in the refrigerator, chicken and fries. Okay, there's a place called Chicken and Fries. My armpit, my right armpit. It's sweating so bad right now. Ain't no reason for it to sweat that bad. Like, definitely not sweating as much as that dog is. I know that's right. So I landed on this place. I think it's a bodega. And it like looks like it's like a bodega, but it's also a diner. Thank you. Yes. I'm just gonna get like a burger. We got cheeseburger, egg rolls, In-N-Out Shack. Look at this.
Yummy to my tummy. It's gonna be bussin'. Woohoo, look at that hot sauce. Yeah.
These fries, they're perfect crisp. I think I'm gonna go to the Brooklyn Museum because I never go. Every time I'm in New York, the only time I have available is on a Monday. Brooklyn Museum, I think, is closed on a Monday. It just always happens so that like I can't make it to the Brooklyn Museum. And I always wanted to go to like the first Fridays or whatever it is, the second Tuesday or whatever it's called, where it's like a big old party at the museum. But I haven't ever been to the actual museum. I've been trying to go for literally 10 years. Today is wide open. I think I'm just gonna go after I eat.
We here.
Finally caught this hoe. Caught this hoe right here. Open.
Got him.
Aunt and Uncle's local plant and Caribbean food truck.
I need that.
Apparently this is a designated cooling center.
Wait, what that mean?
Girl, apparently, along with the Lincoln Center and the Museum of the City of New York and like a whole bunch of other places, the Brooklyn Museum actually offered itself up as a cooling, what do they call it?
Damn, I forgot.
A cooling center. So there's a space inside the Brooklyn Museum where you can just sit and relax and beat the heat, girl. It was literally called the Beat the Heat Initiative to help people stay safe last summer during the heat wave. So they put up like 500 of these cooling centers with air conditioning across all like 5 boroughs. Hopefully they do it again. It looked like everybody was really using it. I was sweating up in Zam walking through the city. Now what's going on here? What's going on here? Exactly. That's exactly what I would say. This is Lisa Lou's trailer. Who? Okay. These hoes, these giant hoes.
Why would you
I'm ready to have a goofy, silly time. Let me go ahead and pay for my ticket. I just want one ticket.
You got it.
Yeah.
How much did you want to do? I've suggested prices behind you, but it's cheap.
So I'm in the, what is it called?
Damn, I forgot.
It's a specific hall. Oh, the Beaux Arts Court. It's 4 walls of 4 different painters or artists. It work with different mediums, mostly paint. It's all inspired by this guy, Leon Polk Smith, who was dubbed the master of like the hard edge because he does like really simple, stark juxtapositions, and it's very like plain, minimalist, powerful, whatever. You know, it's artist speak.
I'm nodding like I understand, but I'm not so sure I do.
Okay, so this artist right here, she does these like sculptures made from, I guess, metal and paint skins. Which paint skin, if you leave paint out when you're like painting, and I know this because I just painted my walls back, there's like a film that forms over the top of the paint, and it's just dried out paint, topical paint. And she makes these skins on purpose, like the red paint, trying to like play with the idea of relationship between sculpture and paint and the malleability of like sculpture and the kind of permanency of sculpture, asking us as viewers to imagine like different possibilities with art, which is what I love. I love when the girls like turn stuff over on its head and just ask you to like suspend your belief and realize that you don't have to always be drawing inside of the lines.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
And these are really cool. I mean, looking at them, they look like deflated balloons. And the softness with the harshness. I love a good precarious situation, like glass with like sharp things. I'm like, ooh. It's like thrilling. And I think these sculptures themselves are also thrilling, but they also make you think about the ways in which you can use different mediums in a playful but thoughtful way. And so yeah, that's Maya Hayuk. I think that's how you say her name. Really dope. There's 4 different artists. So there's also Kennedy Yanko. Oh no, Kennedy Yanko did the paint skins.
Yes, Gaga, you look so good.
Okay. But there's also 3 others. I'm not gonna remember anybody's name, girl.
Damn, I forgot.
This one. Okay. Oh, there was one guy I was looking. Oh, I think it's this one over here. They're all living, all these artists. It's just on these 4 walls in this hall. A beautiful hall.
Beautiful.
So 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are cool. I'm gonna learn more about this. This is Leon. Who? Polk Smith.
Ow!
So this is the hard edge guy. They did like a big old thing on Leon Polk Smith back in 1995, the Brooklyn Museum. And after that, he made the Brooklyn Museum his beneficiary for like all that art. And so they were able to acquire that. But this is like paint scraping.
What that mean?
Okay.
By Maya Hayuk. What's interesting is that they got COVID in 2020, right? They got COVID and then they went into a coma.
What?
For I think 3 months or something like that. And they had all these dreams, and that's what these like paintings are inspired by. Paint, and then like they scrape it. So I'm like, okay, girl, I guess. But that was like an interesting story. So these were based on those dreams that he had, which sounds scary. I mean, it looks like an abyss. The colors are a little off-putting. It's like scary, but it's like kind of hopeful. Lots of blue. Maybe it feels like drowning, you know what I mean? Like a coma. But there's also like lots of yellow, sunshine, hope. I don't know. And everything is like coming to a point. You know what I mean? Like a vanishing point, which is a concept in art where everything kind of vanishes, which feels like death. I don't know, girl, I'm just thinking. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's Maya Hayuk. You know, I came over here because this thing said Arts of Africa, and I was interested in that. It says it's not opening until 2026, so. Damn. So I guess I gotta come back here. Dang, I wanna sit down here. They closed this off. This is beautiful. Y'all, look at this. Like, imagine having a ball here. Oh my God, all that natural light.
I love this. Wow. This is incredible. So good.
I'm thinking like stainless steel appliances, you know, floating island. Just gorgeous. Wait, girl, I had it all wrong. This is José Parlá. Okay, José Parlá is the one with the paint scraping in the dream. He's the one who went into a coma. That's Maya Hayuk over there. I forget what her story is. I just mixed it all up. But context really does matter. And they did say in the blurb over there that all these works are kind of in conversation with each other a little bit, since they're all kind of inspired by Leon Polk Smith. Maybe they're all kind of spiritually connected. These are wild.
Spooky ooky.
Really cool. They look like horizons. I thought I would be hella sleepy coming in here, but it's nice and cool. It's over here. Oh, hey.
How y'all doing this morning?
I always think about like statues like this.
Okay.
Or sculptures or masks like that, and how they become full representations, part of like the story of a whole culture or people, and how they're put on display in museums. And then I think about how much power artists have in that manner. They hold so much power over the story of culture. You know what I mean? I wonder how much of this stuff is commissioned too. Like if a king was like, I want you to put this in stone, how? So we can put it up in the museums later. Oh, anyway, there's a lot to read here. What's crazy is that I just listened to a full podcast about Papyrus. I literally just listened to this. I think it was like Decoder Ring or something. And I listened to it, and there was it's this ancient like script that people were trying to decode, and it's really hard to decode. And so they held like some worldwide competition where teams of people tried to decode Papyrus, and you won like $100,000 or something like that. And this right here, it's hella sensitive to light. I'm gonna show you. It's literal pieces of the script.
Wow.
Like what? Okay, my phone died and I was just gonna let it charge, but I've been learning so much. And there's so many cool things here. I'm still in the kind of ancient Egyptian area. There's this little showcase of the things that the girls use, you know what I mean? Like combs, razors, tweezers, things that were made so long ago in like the 1500s. A little comb, a jewelry box. I'm learning that I really like alabaster. Like alabaster sculptures are so pretty. They have some stuff here like made of elephant ivory, but I remember reading, I think, The Darkness by William.
Damn, I forgot.
Girl, what? Like, did I write the book? It was called The Heart of Darkness, first of all, and it was by Joseph Conrad, and it was about this guy who was a captain on the boat. He was like assigned to this job where he had to go through the Congo in Africa. It was pretty much about like the brutality of colonialism. So he witnessed like slavery and them killing elephants for their tusks for money. It was crazy. Heart of Darkness, read it in 9th grade. Whoa. Scarred for life. And I remember them hunting like in the Congo, I think for elephant tusks or something. And it was such a sad story. And they were also like enslaving people. It was a hot mess. I don't mess with the elephant tusks. That's spooky ooky. Really scary. But they also have, people would wear little amulets, which are pretty much little charms. They signal like your devotion to certain gods. There's so many symbols that I've seen before that I'm like, I ain't never know really where that came from, but it's an amulet. Wajat, I don't know how you say it. Little tiny thing over here. I mean, oh yeah, I've seen that. So many different types of amulets. There's a whole write-up on them over here. Also, all of the kings and queens of ancient Egypt are named something Hotep. So, you know, when people talk about like Hotep, I'm like, oh, so it has roots in like ancient Egypt. I want to learn more about that. I also keep forgetting why all of the pharaohs and the queens and all the statues have their like noses blasted off.
What?
Like this one. I mean, I learned about how the sculptures changed over time from like New Egypt to Middle Ages Egypt, but most of it stays the same, and Also, all the sculptures don't have noses, and some of the eyes are like gouged out. I know there was like political turmoil. Some kings and queens, girl, hotly contested. I think the people rose up and like busted the noses off. I actually found a really good article about the Brooklyn Museum that was done by CNN. So definitely check that out. There's actually quite a few reasons as to why a lot of the noses and the ears and the eyes are just busted off of these statues. A lot of these statues were conduits for gods, and kings and queens, their jobs were to kind of offer things up to the gods so that the gods in return can take care of the people. A lot of people, for whatever reasons, political, religious, turned into like iconoclasts, which are people who kind of like deface and destroy like statues and monuments and stuff. It's real interesting stuff. Go read the article. Anyway, now we're in ancient Egypt and African culture.
It was so black.
Interesting. Also, a lot of the girls have braids.
Talk that tea.
A lot of these little statues, the girls have, like this one literally right here. I'm gonna show you. The girl literally has braids in her hair.
Who's there are braids?
Like, it's just so interesting to see the braids. All these little statues. I'm like, who was doing the braids? Who was the village girl?
That would be me.
You can give me your gold amulet. I'll make sure your hair fly for the next for the next 2 weeks, baby. Here goes some alabaster. I think this is alabaster, I'm not sure. Or it's just some kind of pottery. Yeah, Egyptian alabaster.
Wow.
Oh, so good. The material is so good. Look at how beautiful it is.
Beautiful.
I want alabaster everything. It's so beautiful. Egyptian alabaster. It reminds me of Greece quite a bit. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Over there, back there was a sarcophagus. And here goes a literal tomb, y'all. Spooky. Okay, I had so much fun in here. I saw more papyrus script. Lots of jewelry. Like the ancient Egyptians loved a little piece of necklace.
Bling, bling, bling. Business mad.
A lot of fun. I learned a lot. Sometimes with the way that like we preserve certain names of history, we make them omnipresent and like almost godlike or something. But I be forgetting that George Washington is like a white man. Like he's not some like mythical creature like at the beginning of America. He's just a white man. This painting makes him look just like that. That exhibit was great. It was called Welcome to Dinner Party, and it was an imagination of a dinner party where all these great women who made such significant contributions to culture, history, women's rights, feminism were all at the same party and equal. Like the shape of the table was an equilateral triangle. There's no head of the table. It was really great. It was so detailed. People really do art. Like I always think about how profitable it is to, I guess you have to be, I don't know, like a resident artist or have a lot of money or have a grant for art or something. I don't know. For people to be able to sit, just make stuff, that sounds like a dream. And to be able to like do it at such a large scale and have the money to do so, I don't know, sounds cool. I want to do that. I want to just sit around and make sculptures and just like dream and ideate. Anyway, I got an email from my leasing office today. My leasing office's management company as I was walking out, and so now my energy is kind of changed.
Going down. Doors closing.
So the email that I'm referencing is the one that the person at the management company for that building I was staying in for my apartment sent me to say, if you want some money back, girl, a little bit of your money back, you're gonna have to sign a release form. That meant that I couldn't sue them. They sent me the release form. It stated that I couldn't sue them, but it also added something on there which was hella sneaky and shady that said I couldn't also leave a review. I couldn't say anything bad about them. No, that's not how this is gonna work, baby girl. Because one, I need to tell the girls about this, and then two, I need to make sure that anybody else who was like me, green-eyed, looking for an apartment at this place that looks perfect on the outside, that everything looks perfect, but then when you get in there, it's like crazy. And if you're gonna be looking at this apartment specifically and you're really into it, you need to vet that hoe 10 times as hard as you think you do. Make sure the water works. Put the water on for like an hour, girl, if you can. Make sure there's no alarms, gaps in the doors. Make sure you can withstand the noise that comes from not only the front door, but also the back door. Make sure your washer and dryer ain't walking out that hoe. Ask them how available the leasing people actually are. okay? Because them hoes, when I was there, were not in the office for like half the week. There was no way I was signing that. The Brooklyn Museum was smaller than I thought it would be, but also a lot of wings of the museum was just like shut down, you know, recurating the space. But it was a great experience. I would think overall, it is kind of a hodgepodgey. It's a museum that hosts quite a few different exhibits. It is Brooklyn oriented. Even the gift shop was like very Brooklyn. It was like, it had food in there that was like from, that originated from Brooklyn. But right out back is the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens. I was like, should I go? Should I do it? But like, I don't have time. I have an hour and 30 minutes. It takes like 40 to get back to my car. I could extend my time. Like, that's always an option for my car to be in that parking garage. But should I just go to this museum? Because I've been wanting to go to the Botanical Gardens. And it's a nice day. It's a beautiful day. You can go in there and look at the gardens. I think I can come back walking down this cute little path. I'm gonna show you. It's nice and shady, not hot, I'm not sweating. I'm just taking a little stroll, although I am going down an incline and I'm like, should I stop and go back? Because the girl's gonna have to walk up this incline. I need to get some water or like a drink or something because I gotta take my vitamins. Extended my parking reservation for like another hour because I wanted to go into Prospect Park. You know Central, you know South, but do you know Prospect? There's like a lake here, but it's probably way too far in or way too deep, and I'm not trying to walk all the way. Who doesn't love a cute little park moment? I love that there's just like a dog right there just hanging out. Oh, it's so nice. Like, the trees offer some soundproofing so you can get some quiet. You know what I mean? It's not total, but it is nice to have escape. Oh, not the British Terabithia.
What? What's in there?
Oh, yeah, I don't know where they got me going. Okay, my time in New York City has come to an end. I got Shake Shack. Shout out to Dion. I want to say it's Dion. Who? Dion in Shake Shack. She recognized me. Girl, I was just trying to get some food. It was crowded. It's hot as hell. Right now, it's too many people, too much stuff going on. She was so sweet. She was like, I just want to say you're beautiful in person and online. I was like, girl, you don't got to do that. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm not about to leave, though. The girls, every time I walk to my car, they be like hovering around my car trying to see if I'm gonna leave because I guess I got like a really good parking spot because I got here really late at night. I guess that's a good time to like come and get you a good parking spot because I don't gotta walk all the way upstairs like mad floors. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my food. Hopefully I have hand sanitizer in here. I do. I have hand sanitizer. That's what I'm talking about. Per L. Oh, it's not even Pure L. Listen, Shake Shack be having a deal. Go on Postmates. They always got a 2-for-1. They literally always got a 2-for-1. And they just rotate the items. So it'll be like a 2-for-1 off a Shack burger. A 2-for-1 off a chicken Shack burger. A 2-for-1 off a smoked Shack burger. And that one's not that good. Or it'll be like a 2-for-1 off of milkshakes. And it's like, girl, okay, next. Well, them milkshakes do be good though, but it's like I need food. In this economy, we need food. You know how some hand sanitizer be smelling like vodka, like straight up tequila or something? This smells like. It smells like flowers. Smelling that be getting so.
About to get me so emotional.
It be making me so emotional. I don't want to smell that right now.
Don't want to smell that right now. I just don't.
40 more minutes left on my reservation for this parking garage. I extended it 30 minutes and then it just bumped me up to 9 o'clock. I was like, okay. Like it gave me an hour instead of 30 minutes for 26 cents. All you have to do is pay 26 cents. I think that's a great deal. I paid $40 for my car to be here all day, all night and all day. For 24 hours, $40 in New York City. I'm like, sure. In Times Square at that, like $40, okay. I'll do that, girl. All right, I'm gonna eat my food. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. So let's talk, okay? That's the end of this video. But now I'm out of this apartment. My stuff is in storage. There is now just like a blank slate, a canvas for me to paint on in terms of where I'm going next. I don't even know. I stayed in Philadelphia for about a month. This is when things had come to such a point where I needed to stop everything. It started getting real bad. okay? I was like, I need to just chill and relax. So I stayed in that Airbnb until I felt ready to kind of work again. So it was like 2 weeks in, I started working. I set up my computer and I started editing. And that's when I filmed my voiceover for the Searching for Apartments in Philly video. So y'all watch that. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. You'll see what led up to this whole journey, all the apartments that I was seeing and all of the signs that I weren't. So that was that until one day, my stomach started hurting. And you'll see why in the next video. Bye.